Yup. Yup. We're back. We're back. Ooh. It's like we never left. It's like we never left. Hold on. Let us get myself right. Let me get myself right, man. I'm doing a little Jamaican right now. This is Tea Time. I am your host, Tony Murr. Happy Thanksgiving to all, and to all a good evening, because we are in store for something so good, so precious. This is the first of its kind. Black Friday football? You know I had to be a part of it. If there are standalone games, if there are days with standalone NFL games, you know Tea Time wants to be a part of it so bad. If I know how you feel right now, it is just coming off Thanksgiving. It is Black Friday. So what you're feeling like is you're feeling pretty full. You're feeling pretty lethargic, but you have a big smile on your face because you probably had the day off of work. You don't have to do much today. I said it on my Instagram. This is like a day where there's no rules. It's like an eighth day of the week. A Friday where you don't know, you just ate so much yesterday, you drank so much yesterday. Just roll that all into today. You probably ate a Thanksgiving leftover sandwich for breakfast. It wasn't even 10 a.m. yet, and you were just as full as you were yesterday. I want you to continue to break the rules, because what you would typically do is, if it's a Black Friday football game, you're going to be watching on Amazon Prime. That's the only way to watch it. You're lucky I'm giving you the plug, Amazon. But also, what we got going on the side is the Tea Time broadcast, that we are breaking all the rules here. We are doing things differently, but we have a whole lot of fun doing it. I just got to check on this game because I believe we have started. Okay, we have started this game. So I'm going to turn up the volume. Let's go. And if you are watching this right now, you are officially teed up. Let's have some fun. We're starting this game up right now. This is like an alternate broadcast where I'm bringing the game to you. Bears starting with the ball. We got the Eagles in the first half, baby. We got the Eagles in the first half, -4. They're starting on the ground with Swift. I like the black unis from the Eagles. I really like them. This is a game where I'm not sure why the Eagles were favored so heavily. These are two 8-3 teams. The Eagles, they're looking like they can be the hottest team, they can be the coldest team. They go on these streaks. It's like a roller coaster. You don't know what to believe in with this team. The Bears, on the other hand, you feel like they should be 3-8. Instead, they're 8-3. They just find ways to win games, undoubtedly, unexpectedly. God, we're having fun already. We got Williams dropping back to pass. Little quick pass to Cole Kmet right there. Oh, they block him right before the first down. That's a good tackle by Bond. Cole Kmet getting involved in the pass game. Okay. That was a good play by Williams right there. I'm scattered brain right now. I had a coffee and it had a delayed onset reaction. I have not started to feel the caffeine till probably 10 minutes before I started the stream. So who knows what this is going to turn into, but I have a whole lot of energy for it. I got the teen going in here as well. I am going to be a pumped up, juiced up individual, 3rd and 1 for the Bears. Oh yeah, we got to get the, oh, they do a QB sneak, nice and easy now, taking a page out of the Eagles book. So what I'm going to do, hold on, we're going to get the live scoreboard going. We're going to get the live scoreboard going. Yeah, we're going to sync that bitch up. We're going to sync that bitch up. It's the first quarter, 13-10. Let's go, resync with TV now. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy, we're going to get the live scoreboard for your ass. Have a lot of fun doing it, too. Have a little too much fun doing it. Boom. Oh, yeah, 12:58. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we go. He's looking deep. Deflected pass. Really nice. Okay, so now what we do is we shrink this up. We're going to have a live scoreboard for you in about 3.3 seconds. Hold on. That's my favorite thing to say on stream is hold on. I probably say that more than teed up. Hold on. That wasn't even planned. That was true. That was true. We go bam, bam, Bam McKnight, Emerald Lagasse play. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then we get that scoreboard up right there. We're good. And we are officially in action. We are officially in action, boss. We are unholded. We are... I need to breathe for a second because I'm way too excited right now and I can't even say the words that I want to say. We're unrestricted. We are nothing holding us back right now. full steam ahead. Full steam ahead. We're just having fun from now on. We got the live scoreboard up. 3rd and 5 for the Bears. 12:23 left in the first quarter. If you really want the full tea time experience, sync your TV up with where I'm watching right now. I'll be the exact commentator for you. He's looking. That's a first down right there. They're doing just enough. Who's 15? Oh, Dunze. I do like the Kobe Bryant thing that they do for the first down. This is a methodical drive, which you don't want to see as an Eagles first half better. I no longer like the Eagles in this game. That's how quickly things can change around here. But what I will say is sometimes first drives, the scripted drives for NFL teams, they can look really good and then they regress because those are scripted plays. I want to see what they can do after this first drive. If the Eagles can stop them, maybe even hold them to 3, I mean, that's great right there. That's a first down. Luther Burden. The third. He's a third. They're going to be looking for him. He's been getting involved in the passing game. All right, 11-11, make a wish amount of time left in the first quarter. They're at least getting 3 on this drive. They're probably on the outskirts of field goal range. They sweep it to pitch. Oh my God, I can't do it right now. They sweep it to pitch. They pitch it to Swift. Gain of about 5 yards right there. Come on, Eagles defense. We got to be standing strong. Give me enough. Give me just enough right now. There he is, the new coach for the Bears. His name is escaping my brain right now. Ben Johnson. There we go. Right there. I'm right there. They're highlighting Loveland right now. He's solo on the right side. They move over the other tight end, Komet, to the right side. Looked like a little bit of a false start. They never call it. They're looking Loveland's way. They were highlighting him. Good job on the broadcast right there, knowing that it was going his direction. 3rd and 7. What they're trying to do right now, or what they should be trying to do, great beanie on holy shit, Jalen Hurts right there. Oh, guys, the brain. It's here, it's here, it's here, it's here. It's everywhere but in between my ears. Gotta stay focused, like Wale said. 9 plays, 36 yards. I love how they're coming up with this drive. If they can hold them to 3 right here, this is a good outcome for the Eagles. Yep, sent some pressure. They handed it off. Wide open. He ran him over. I like how Swift's playing the game right now. 4th and short. Less than 1 yard, less than inches. Technically, it is still inches. Every down and distance is inches away, technically. But some inches are more than others. Yeah, they're going for it. I think that's the right call. I would go right up the middle with Williams right here. What's he holding his arm out like that for? That's not good. Oh, it's Monangai. Is he that guy? Do they hand it to him? They got to do a QB sneak. 14 in motion. They hand it off to Monangai. Nothing! He was stopped. Oh, did he end up getting it? Oh, that was close. I feel like a second burst he got it, but was he already down? They're looking like they're giving him a short position right there. They're shorting that stock on the Monangai first down. Wait, what the? First down Bears? First down Bears? That's what they're calling it? Wait, we need some sort of review or something. Wait, how is that first down Bears? What's going on? Yeah, there's a challenge flag. That is a right challenge, Sirianni. You need to be throwing that. There was no review. There was nothing. All the referees were lined up short of the first down marker, and they gave them the first down? That was so ridiculous. That was the right call to challenge that. Because that next play could have been a touchdown for all we know. Let's see, yes, because he did have that second effort. Was his knee down is the question. This thing is right in the way. We need to see this. His knee was down. The problem with this is they called it first down on the field, so it's going to be hard to overturn it. It's going to be that you need clear and obvious evidence. All right, I think now is as good of a time as ever to talk about a few things. One is we have another stream on Sunday, but that is our tea time tailgate where we don't do any horse races. This is going to be the last time to do a horse race in the month of November 2025. So this is the last time to win the monthly horse race giveaway. You can see how close the standings are right there. I mean, we got Evan W. at the top, 2 ahead of NFAX. Then you got Riley Frazier, Mikey O, all tied for second place. Riley Mack and Cousin Ant, they're all on there. But what we're playing for this month, it's the month of giving. Thanksgiving was yesterday. It's a season of giving. What we're giving away this month is Tony Mer and Tea Time. We're going to be donating $50 to a charity of your choosing. So if you win this month, I will be donating to your charity. So right now it's looking like Evan's. If you ask Evan, I've donated enough to his charity already the past few weeks. But hey, why not donate some more? Why not donate some more? Okay? So that's what we're playing for. What I would also like to bring attention to is yesterday was Thanksgiving. If you are in the chat, I want to know how your Thanksgiving was and I want to know highlights. I'm going to give you a full breakdown of my Thanksgiving. We go to my parents' house early, me and my brother. My dad was making Bloody Marys. He was making sausages on the grill. Great start to the day. Kind of gets the juices flowing. You get a drink in you. You open up the stomach ways for some eating later on because a lot of times you starve yourself that whole morning going into Thanksgiving, and when you start eating, your stomach, it's not ready for all that action. You got to open up the airways a little bit, get a little warm up going in the stomach, get the digestion going. You got to start eating early. Had a couple sausages in the morning. Then we go down the street where there's a little, almost like a par 3 9-hole course. It was beautiful in Massachusetts yesterday. So we're doing some golfing. We had Tony Eldridge joining us, and we did 2v2 scramble. Me and my dad versus my brother and his friend Tony. They ended up winning two. They won by 2. They won. Oh wait, we're getting a call. We're getting the call on the field. Successful challenge. Go the other way. That's so big. Imagine that. That was a horrible job by the referees on the field. Horrible job. They just gave them the first down. They would mark them short, gave them the first down still. It made no sense. I will get back to my Thanksgiving at the next break. We are starting off with the Eagles running the football. That's a good gain right there. That's about 5. That's about 5 right there. Let's go. I love these Black Eagles unis on Black Friday. They're doing the right thing. They're doing the right thing. These 17 passing touchdowns, only 1 pick. You run the ball again right here. You set the tone. You set the tone on this Black Friday. Oh, look at this. Jalen Hurts. I would do a little QB draw right here. Flag. That's going to be a false start. Come on, guys. On your receiver. Carl Sheffers. Do you think he hosts Thanksgiving? Do you think he says, hey, Sheffers in the kitchen. Sheffers in the kitchen today. No one touched my stuff. I got it under control. I'm the Sheffers. Okay? Good old Carl Sheffers. All right, so, I mean, the weird part, career high in first quarter catches for A.J. Brown last week. Whenever they get A.J. Brown the ball, they lose. 2nd and 10. Fake handoff. There's A.J. Brown getting going again. That's a first down. That's a first down, baby. Come on, Eagles. Get it going in the right direction. Get it going. I like this already. I like the Eagles again. Look at this. Look at this now. There's Goddard. Watch out for Goddard today. We got A.J. Brown. He's got a career low in yards per game, 57. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. But when you're A.J. Brown, you're probably looking for about 70 or 80. We got handoff to Barkley to start it off on this set of downs. That is a gain of about 5. He's been gaining about 5 yards a clip. You got to give it back to him. Give it back to the boy. He's got that jersey with the built-in hand warmers. You got the built-in pockets in those. I mean, it looks like almost a disadvantage, something else to grab the defense to grab on. But if warm hands are a priority, that's what you're gonna end up doing. Come on now, you know where to get it. You know where to get it. Oh, what happened there? That had to have been tipped. 2nd and 5. That had to have been a tip ball right there. Brisker, he's telling them, hey, let's calm this down. Let's calm this down. Let's stand strong on this. I wouldn't mind running the football right here and then setting it up short situation, short yardage situation on 4th, tush push. That was weird. He was almost affected that with his. What the hell happened there? Like that looked. Yeah, that came out real funky. I feel like the batting of the hands almost sent wind at the ball to spin it around. It looked like it got tipped in the air, but it wasn't. 3rd and 5, guarded in motion. Oh, you got to throw it there. The first read was open. Hurts rolling out. He throws it away. He throws it away. 3rd and 5, 4th and 5 now. A little bit more than halfway through the first quarter. Damn it, this offense, man. They're going to be frustrating. They're going to be frustrating. I already know. Your first read was open with Goddard. You got to throw that, Hurts. You got to see it and throw it. That's a good stop by the Bears defense right there. That's the one thing I didn't look at was the over under. I was probably so I did look at the first half over under. It was 22.5, so 45, 45.5. Oh, dangerous catch. That was not a good punt at all. Not a good punt at all. All right. Holiday Row. All right, so let me get back to. Oh, wait, Carissa. You always get my attention, girl. I got a special thing for you, Carissa. All right, let's pay attention. I will try to power through this obvious distraction in this DraftKings commercial and talk about my Thanksgiving. So, we had a 2v2 scramble at the 9-hole course right next to my parents' house. My dad and I, we were down 2 holes early, battled and fought back to get it even with 2 holes to play, lost the last 2 holes. It didn't feel good to start off Thanksgiving that way, but we rallied back. What else we had going on was we had Thanksgiving at my cousin Mike's place. You might have seen it because Tea Time went live with all my cousins yesterday, but I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. We did go live. There's no days off around here. We're still going live on Thanksgiving. So we go to my cousin Mike's, and Thanksgiving is basically started right there. We got the apps going. We had whipped ricotta and French baguette to dip it in. Now I'm starting to get hungry again thinking about it. We had a little bit of emergency bird situation. We were supposed to fry it. Fry later wasn't working for some reason. Had to spatchcock the thing, put it on the smoker. Still came out great. We had 2 birds, 30 pounds of mashed potatoes. We had about 30 guests or so. What happened before the Thanksgiving dinner, and this is something that has not happened in months. Hasn't happened in months. Happened many, many months. Hasn't happened in years. We used to do an uncles versus cousins Thanksgiving football game. And this was way back in the day. I was still a teenager at the time. I was playing football actually for a team at this point. It was back at my parents' place. We used to have Thanksgiving, and the uncles would always beat the cousins. That's how it always went. And what happened was we would have this game on the Super Bowl as well, every Super Bowl. And my dad, he tore his Achilles, and that was the last time that we had a cousins versus uncles football game. We decided to bring it back this year. The uncles were kind of giving the cousin shit, saying that we're ruining the tradition. We weren't able to keep the tradition going. So what we did was the actual cousins of the family, me, my brother, and my cousin Anthony, versus the in-laws, my cousin Tommy, Joey, and Lucas, and we had a little 3v3 touch football going in the street. And of course the cousins won that. Of course we brought that home. Cousin Anthony, 5 for 7, 2 touchdown passes, a batted ball. He was probably the MVP of the game. We have more to talk about after this too. All right, Eagles. Bears starting with the ball. Monangai with a big old run. Oh God, did I start Monangai? I need to pay attention to my fantasy. God damn it. Did I start him? Now I'm looking. Great run to start it off right there. Great run. A little misdirection. Oh, I got Loveland. I don't have Monangai going. Oh God, I really am hoping that Hampton plays this week. God, I'm screwed. I'm screwed. There's Luther Burden with another grab. I mean, yeah, I fooled myself. Absolutely fooled myself picking the Eagles and picking them to even score a touchdown. Honestly, they're not going to score more than 2 offensive touchdowns today. Might be 21-14 Bears. How are the Bears getting 7 points when they've been so hot recently? They've been looking great. Caleb Williams is turning the corner a little bit. I'm still not a believer, but he has turned the corner. There's Monangai again with a great run. That's a first down. Guys, I don't know. Why did I think Eagles? That made no sense. Oh, God. All right, we got Caleb Williams under center again. You got to give the ball up. You got to hand it off. That's what's working right now. The run game's working. Yeah, they hand it off to Monangai again. Gain him about 5 right there. He's getting past that first level easily. Just keep giving it to him. Guys, I'm nervous. I'm real nervous. I don't. How are they getting? Oh, that makes me sick to my stomach. How are they getting 7 points when they've been good? That makes no sense to me. Swift back in the game. Give him Monangai a breather. When he is that guy, you don't take him off the field when he's hot. Another give to the running back. Wide open running lane. Oh, he might take it all the way. Great tackle in space right there by Adoree Jackson. That was a gain of about 30 yards right there. This game, I've seen enough. I've seen enough. This is pissing me off. Why the fuck would I ever bet the Eagles? I'm looking at live lines right now. Can't be the Bears more than +4 right now. That's terrible. That is absolute. This Eagles team is bad. Come on. All right. This is where they're gonna get into trouble. Wow, that was okay. This guy's got an arm on him. The run game looks so good. The Bears +3.5 right now. Bears +3.5. Guys, I mean the Bears. They're doing just enough. They're doing just enough. Great catch by Loveland right there. Gain of 9. That was a great catch by Loveland right there. 3rd and 2. You give this ball to your running back right here. Yep, it's a pitch to Monangai. Oh, stopped at the line right there. Oh, wait, he got pushed forward. He kept moving his legs. That's why he's the Monangai. He is the Monangai moving forward right there. This is pissing me off. All right, 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. You give it back to the Monangai right now. He's getting you there. Oh, it's a play action. He's got someone open. Got a lot of time. Throwing across the body. Ooh, he was wide open. He was wide open. Ooh, that was a tough throw, though. That was a really tough throw. All right, Caleb Williams in the shotgun. I'm staying away. I'm staying away. I'm freaking myself out. Give to Manungai. Oh my god, he's running like a maniac right now. They're winning this game. They're doing exactly what they need to. The Eagles are already quitting. Wrong pipe. All right, Caleb Williams in the shotgun, Swift to the left, 3rd and 2. Give it back to your running back right here. Handoff that looked like a broken play. Not so much. Swift touchdown. Oh, and he punts the ball. Not a great punt, but a great run. This Chicago Bears team is looking good. This Chicago Bears team, 11 plays, 78 yards. This is a team that's ready to go. They're ready to play. Why were they ever getting 7 points? I hate that. I'm like, the Eagles are getting 7 points. They must kill them today. They're definitely going to kill them. They're looking great on the offensive line right now. The Eagles are a team that can easily quit. The only person that doesn't quit on their team is Jalen Hurts. Everyone else, when the going gets tough, they can just quit easy. Bears win this game. Easy. Great play by Swift right there. I'm ready to take the sweatshirt off. Things are getting hot in here. Things are getting hot. All right. Let me wrap up. let me wrap up the Thanksgiving talk. Let me finish the Thanksgiving recap. So we finished with the football game. Have a full dinner. Thank you to my cousin Brenda and Mike. They did a great job hosting. What we did after dinner was we had a little game where it was basically the downstairs, the younger half of the family versus the older half of the family, where they had to pick one person. Each team had to pick a person to dress up as the Grinch to see who is the most Grinch-like, who is the closest to looking like the Grinch. My cousin Anthony, who you've seen on here before, does a great Grinch impression, so he volunteered himself to get dressed up as the Grinch, and he couldn't win. He was in an unwinnable situation because we was going up against our little cousin Mike. So obviously you got to give it to little Michael. He did a great job too, and my cousin pretended to be the dog Max. So no hate on them. They deserve some credit as well. But that was a little fun wrinkle. My cousins, they always have a little fun game for us to do. And then we smoked some cigars later on, the cousins and the uncles. What was great was my cousin was on the ones and twos, meaning he was being the DJ, and he was playing hit after hit. We were blasting the music. Everyone's going nuts in the kitchen. It was so much fun. It was one of the best Thanksgivings. And when Thanksgiving is at the Gallants, man, it's something special. And if you did not see it, after dinner around 8 o'clock last night, I had my little cousins on and we had our own tea time. We had our own tea time. My cousins loved it. One of my cousins, Tim, who's adopted by the Gallants, he loved being on the microphone. He was grabbing, he goes, he was wearing a Patriot shirt. He's like, the Patriots, they're winning the Super Bowl, baby. They're winning it all. I gotta cut up a clip just for him because it was that good. Yeah, I was afraid for my own job. I was afraid for my own job. He was doing something really good behind the mic. He and his name. Oh my god, I didn't even think about this, but his name's also starts with a T. His name's Tim. He could easily be the tea time. He could easily be the tea time. God, this Eagles team, man. If they don't get anything, this Angelo's, you got nothing on my cheesesteaks. That's something I gotta. We're talking about later. I made homemade cheesesteaks on Wednesday night. These were something spectacular. Something like you'd never witnessed before. All right, Eagles starting with the ball, handoff to Saquon. Great run right there. Gain of about 8 or 9 yards. Come on, let's throw a little bit of life, Eagles. All right, we got Jalen Hurts under center. A little, huh, huh. Oh, come on, another flag. I don't know, man. I think it's when you see the flags, when you see things going in one team's direction, when you feel like the refs are almost having it out for a team, that's looking Bears. That's looking Bears, man. I think the Bears win this game. All right, you got Jalen Hurts under center. He's got the baby blue Jordans on. I like him. All right, we got a handoff, fake handoff. Keeper with Hurts. Gain him about 3 or 4 right there. Keep the ball on the ground. First quarter is about to come to an end. We might have our first horse race on our hands. If anyone's in the chat, if you would like to be a part of the horse race, I'm officially opening up the numbers. This is your last couple chances. 4 more races today. 4 more races to have me donate to a charity of your choosing. If you like to give, if you like to be a part of something that's bigger than yourself, get in for a horse race. Let me donate to your charity. It's the season of giving, and what other better way to give than a free donation from me to your charity? End of the first quarter right here. 7-0 Bears. 7-0 Bears. If you are in the chat, oh, well, we're going the opposite direction. Let's go down. Let's go down because we are doing our first horse race of the day. All right, we did our Thanksgiving recap. If you're in the chat, we could do a horse race right now, people. We could do a horse race. This is what we do at the end of the quarters around tea time. We have our horse race. Pick a number between 1 and 6, like the sides on a die. And then whenever that number comes up, your horse moves 1 up. If you are the first person across the finish line, you win the race. If you add up enough wins, you will be the monthly horse race winner. And I'm going to donate to a charity of your choosing. That is the giveaway this month. I could probably foresee December being something similar. Maybe a gift for Toys for Tots, something like that. Guys, I think the mustache is growing on me. Do you know what's not growing on me? Is this fucking camera can never stay in focus. But this mustache is growing on me. I'm going to be just like the horse race coming to an end. The No Shave November is coming to an end. So I'm gonna say vamoose to the mustache for now, but I'm liking it, man. I've been having fun with it. All right. Eagles with the ball going the opposite direction after the end of the quarter. 3rd and 3. I think you hand the ball off here. I really do. It's 4 down territory where we're at. Oh, we're doing a little rollout. Oh, it's wide open. It's Devonta Smith going down the field. Very nice. Oh, he crashes into a cameraman. He stands up strong. He might have some ruined equipment, but that don't matter. He did a little like rock'em sock'em right there. That's how you keep yourself upright. Give a little shove off to the player. We had 2 players open right there. I thought it was going to go to Goddard. I was hoping Goddard right there, but either way, Devonta Smith getting open for a touchdown. We don't mind that one bit. We don't mind that one. I mean, not for a touchdown, but for a gain of about 20 to 30. We're moving in the direction of the end zone for the Bears. Yes, we are Eagles fans, but I'll be motherfucking them. There you go, Saquon. Gain about 5. He's gained about 5 yards at a clip. He's having a good game so far. I need to get this box score up. ESPN, we're getting that box score up because I said to my friend Ev that Saquon, as long as the Eagles' offensive line was hurt, they would not be. He would be under 80 yards every game. He's got 23 so far. I mean, 4 for 23. That's almost 6 yards a carry. All right, he almost trips over. Another gift to Saquon. That's going in the opposite direction right there. That play looks snuffed out from the beginning. 3rd down, about 3rd and 8 maybe? About 3rd and 8 for the Eagles. All right, we got shotgun for the Eagles. Jalen Hurts looking ready to pass the ball, looking to the left side. Could it be Devonta Smith? Yes, it is. Oh, he was open too. He was open. That was going to be an easy 1st down. Looks like a miscommunication. I think he thought he was going to sit on that road. He started breaking it in. Come on, man. You got to have that. Look at this. He saw it too. Let's see what he thought. Oh, man, that could have been. Come on. All right, Elliott coming in for a field goal. 44 yards. Looks a little windy. A little left to right wind. Elliott, it is good. 3-7 in favor of the Bears still. All right, they need to look. Their defenses look worse than their offense. We need to stop the run a little bit. So we got a Black Friday game, which is a treat in itself, but I still look ahead at the games this weekend to say, what are some of the premier games? What are games that we're gonna want to pay attention to? We're gonna do NFL games this weekend. I already have it down. So this is Tony's. Would you look at that game of the weekend? So there's not too many good games on the slate. For example, let me pull up some bad ones. Some games I think are gonna be uninteresting. Dolphins and Saints. Seahawks and Vikings. Never mind. We got the Sam Darnold revenge game going there. Actually, I guess there's just not that many games. But Saints Dolphins could be the worst game of the weekend. Another Browns 49ers, Jets Falcons, Panthers Rams. Those are all games I don't care about. This is a game that I don't think is going to be that exciting to watch, but I think it's an inter-division matchup. It's something that's gonna make you think, who's gonna come out on top? Who's for real in this? It's the Colts or the Texans at the Colts rather. Colts looking a little banged up in the quarterback position. I think you've seen those videos of Daniel Jones dropping back in practice. He's got like a tibula or fibula injury. That could be a problem moving on. I think they easily could have beat the Chiefs last week and they didn't do enough. Texans, on the other hand, they had a big win against the Bills recently. I don't know, man. They could be legit with that defense. Davis Mills, do you keep him in at quarterback? CJ Stroud going back in? Is he going back in for that game? I don't know about that one. I mean, this is my game of the week, so I do know that it's going to be exciting, but I don't know who I have. If I were to guess, I'd probably say Colts minus 3.5 on that spread. I'll look for that right now. I'll look for that for you right now. NFL game lines. I'm not even seeing it available. I'm not seeing it available yet. What is that? Let me look here. Let me look at another source. I have multiple sources that we could use for this. Hold on. I gotta look this up before we move on. NFL. Come on, give me NFL. Yep, minus 3.5 on the dot. Tea time guarantee on the dot right there. This coffee is fucking me up. This coffee is fucking me up. I feel it right in the chest right there. Yeah, they've been running the ball hard. Got multiple tight ends leading the way. The Eagles got to make some adjustments there. 84 rush yards in the first quarter. Oof, that's a lot. That's a lot. All right, so 7-3 Bears. They got the ball. Really, the start of the second quarter right here. All 13 minutes left there. Most of it left. Wide open right there. Wide open running. Swift for a gain of about 20 yards. If they're running this hard and this easily, it's Bears. It's Bears. It's been the Bears the whole time. Look at this. He starts with a little misdirection. Whole offense going to the left. He breaks it to the right. Wide open. Stiff arm. 2 stiff arms right there. Look at this stiff arm to Adoree Jackson. Nice try. Ooh. How's that dirt taste? Dan Roushar on the offensive line. He wants to Roushar harder and harder. Roushar wants to rush the ball. Let's be clear about that. Another handoff. Manungai. If you can turn that into 2 yards, that's fine right there. What is going on? All right, 2nd and 7, 11:40. Yep, we're on track. We're on track here. All right, Caleb dropping back. Oh, miscommunication right there. 3rd and 7. If we can get a stop right here, if I'm the Bears, I'm running the ball on 1st and 2nd down until they stop us. If you can gain 3 yards a carry at least, keep the ball on the ground right there. They got to use Bond more effectively. And what about this guy Davis? This is the biggest looking motherfucker out on the defensive line. And Carter, too. You got to plug up these holes. You're looking porous with all these holes. It's looking like Swiss cheese with all these holes. We're sending them right over the middle. There's Zacchaeus for a 1st down. And they're not trying to do too much on offense right now. They're keeping it tight. They're keeping it between the lines, making it easy for Caleb Williams. Just a little hint to touch on that ball, according to Herbstreit. That's right. He didn't fire it in there. And that was Caleb's number one problem, is every pass he would throw, because everything would seem so fast, he would see it late. He felt like he had to throw it 100 miles an hour. Oh, we got Luther Burden coming across. They're playing great right now. They are playing great football. The Bears pretty much even money to win this game. All right, fake handoff. He found someone deep right there. He's wide open too. Ooh, Not the best throw. I think he saw that a little bit late. He had him open. He had DJ Moore open downfield. He's always banged up after the play. I like that spinning move that he had in the air to try to grab that, try to corral it. Look, right there. Boom. Yeah. Look at that right there with Moore spinning around. He almost had a good play by Jackson. Looks like they're targeting him early. He's been involved. Seen him in a lot of plays, but not looking good on those plays. 3rd and 1. Hand the ball off. That's easy. Look at that. That's some scouting report right there. They're giving up easy first downs right there, going just straight up the middle with the quarterback. Look at that. Time of possession 14 minutes to 6. Yeah, I mean, they're dominating the game right now. Play action. He's got 15 open. That's a gain of about 4 right there. That's all you need. Like I said, they're keeping it tight. They're keeping it this game where they need to. I like how the Bears offense is looking. That first half bet for the Eagles, it didn't feel good when I put it in. You ask why I would even put it in. Oh, they got another handoff to Burn going across the formation. Gaining about 2 or 3 right there. They're getting Burn involved. He's got the ball about 3 or 4 times, probably more like 4 or 5 times already. 3rd down and about 3 or 4. They manage these situations perfectly. Ben Johnson, he's coaching a great game. He hand the ball off right here, if you ask me. 3rd and 4. 6 or 7 on 3rd down so far. Caleb Williams, he's dropping back. He's passing it. Oh, I think he had it open. He's looking. He's making time for himself. Gonna scramble for a 1st down. He gets it too, man. He's quick. He's quick. Oh, yeah, a little nod. A little nod to say, I'm here. I can rush this thing too. Look at, I mean, his escapability is good. I think that is his number 1 attribute as a quarterback. People talk about my number 1 attribute. It's a long list. It's a long list that you can't really decipher. My eatability. My ability to keep putting shit in my stomach. That's way up there. People ask, how do you eat so much? I say determination. Another key factor in the equation. That is Tony Murr. We got 15, Adunze in motion. They're handing it off to Swift. Easy gain of 10 plus. He's keeping going. Fuck the Eagles. I'm done with them. Bears win this game. I don't see in what world could they possibly lose this game. They're doing exactly what they need to. The Eagles are on the sideline wondering, how do they look so good? Why can't our offense do that? 132 rushing yards. Yeah, that's horrible. Fake handoff, a little miscommunication right there. Great play by Caleb Williams to even get that off. Needed that. Needed to weather the offense a little bit. Throw some rain, some hail at them. Because right now, it's all sunshine and roses for the Bears offense. They're getting everything at will very easily. Remember this Eagles defense? They were looking like the best defense in the league, and then they just have one bad half of football, and it all goes to shit. They need to bring pressure. 12 plays, 68 yards. It's methodical. They're not trying to do everything in one play. Keep it between the lines, short gains, hand the ball off. A lot of time in the pocket. Oh, he's open too. He's open too. He's got to take. If he switches, that was in the footwork right there. If I know anything, I know about footwork. He was making the throw over to there, over to the right side. He turned and threw it like this. He needs to switch the feet, then throw. Look at that, wide open. Ah, easy touchdown. This Eagles defense stinks. This Eagles defense stinks. Another pass play. He's got Swift open. Nice block at the line right there. Much needed. That's an incomplete pass. What a play right there by number 50. So I love that. A little twilight action right there. The sun hitting the American flag and the Eagles flag at once. It's a beautiful thing. Oh, that's something I didn't know. There's a different ball for kicking. Can someone test the PSI on these things? Are they the same PSI? Is this legal grade PSI? There's it. Yeah, Daly said, I don't like how you lined it up there. I'm going to spin that thing around. Spin that shit. Spin the block on that, the long snapper Daly. Spin the block on you. Spin bout you. Drake and 21 Savage. A little high snap. Daly was out of sorts the way they set up the ball for him. Don't matter. That's an easy 3 for the Santos character. 10-3 in favor of the Bears. This was a 7-point spread for the other team, for the team that was losing. All right. I have no hope for the Eagles. They're going to lose this game. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. We're going to talk about this is we were missing the sponsors recently. We need to get back on. You see the vision. You see what we're going for here. So I got to give a major thank you and Thanksgiving to my sponsor. This one is the stomach drainer. Are you just filled to the gills with shit? I mean, been drinking and eating all day type of full. I mean the type of full where your fat uncle tells you that he's proud of you. I mean the type of full where the Pillsbury Doughboy comes to life and gives you a pat on the back for a job well done. Well, that's where the stomach drainer comes in. This top of the line piece of machinery pokes a discreet hole in that big gullet of yours and allows all that shit to drain right out of you. In just 5 to 10 minutes, you're back like you never left, ready to demolish some leftovers like a demolition team with a bad attitude. Thank you to the stomach drainer. This was an apropos and relevant sponsor for the day after Thanksgiving. I know yesterday at about 8 o'clock, I wish I had my stomach drainer available because I had so much shit in me. We had some tequila drinks going on. We had whiskey drinks going on. We had vodka drinks going on. I had every single Thanksgiving food you could imagine. I was eating so many damn cookies. I needed poke a hole. That's the sound it makes. All the shit comes out and I get that much better. Stomach drainer, thank you. Refill and a pee. Bam, bam. I do this stuff. I do this stuff. Okay, where are we? I think we're more than halfway through the second quarter. Al Michaels with a nice, that's not a quarter zip, that's a half zip. That's going underneath the tits right there to about there. Herbstreit, he's got on, it could questionably be a half zip, looking more like a quarter zip. One too many layers, if you ask me. It doesn't look like it's going to be that cold. They're handing the ball to Saquon Barkley. He gains about 2 yards when there's nothing to gain. This offense is horrible. This offense is horrible. If you can bet on the Bears right now, do it. I don't think the Eagles are going to score more than a touchdown this game. They're horrible. All right, we got under center, fake handoff, looking Goddard, get Goddard going in the forward direction. Their linebackers are out. The reason I was so high on Goddard is because they're missing so many linebackers, the Bears, and when the Eagles are good, when their offense is humming, it's routes that are going across the field and Jalen Hurts running outside of the pocket, just like that. We need Goddard coming from the left side of the formation, right over the middle. Jalen Hurts rolling out to the right side. You hit him every single time. 3rd and 3. This is a must convert right here. This is a must convert. About 5 minutes left in the first half. That looked like a false start. They never call it. Oh, they were looking Goddard too. I think he got a hand on it. This offense is terrible. This offense is terrible. Come on, let's see this again. They were looking for the right guy. Not really, though. He could have had that. Come on, Goddard. We need every single yard we can get. 5 minutes left in this first quarter, or second half. 5 minutes left in the first half, second quarter. 4th and 3. They're punting it. Rightfully so, given the field position. Bears will probably get a field goal this drive. We're looking at 13-3. Yep, goes out of the back of the end zone, that punt. If you can bet that the Eagles don't score a touchdown, bet it. Because this offense is horrible. They can't do anything. I'm getting pissed off. I'm getting straight pissed. Keep your chest lifted. How would it know? What is this? Peloton, huh? I don't know how they get that technology, but it's impressive. These glasses are pretty cool. I was wondering, like, you see all these videos online of, like, people picking up, like, guys picking up women in, like, a grocery store out on the street, and it's, like, a video of them filming the encounter, and you wonder how are they like, they can't have their phones. There's no way that that would fly, but what if they had those glasses on? That's what I think it is. They have the glasses on that's recording the conversation. Yeah, I mean, Ben Johnson's got the team all sort of fired up. Fuck. I'm so mad at. How could I bet on this Eagles team after seeing what they did last week? They can't score. They can't do anything. All right, they're starting. It's first and 10 at the 20-yard line. A little less than 5 minutes left in the first half. Hand off to Monungai. Finally, a stop right there. Good play by Davis. This is a guy that needs to step it up if he wants to stop the run. What are we watching? Ben Johnson? Look at that chin on Ben Johnson. High school stud right there. Yeah, that chin. It grew with him. He didn't just have that chin in high school. That chin, it's with him in his 40s. I think he might be in his 30s too. They're looking right across the middle. There's Loveland. There's Loveland for a first down. Gain of about 13 yards. His over-under, just bet on his over-under every single time. Yeah, 31 and a half yards. His over-under, he's got 22. He's got 22 in this first half. 9 for 18. I mean, that's not great. But I feel like he's still done a good job throwing the ball. He's got a ton of time. Looking Loveland again. That's not a flag. Blankenship looking for a flag downfield. 2nd and 10. If you can bet the under on this game, my prediction for the final score, it's 10-3 right now for the Bears. My prediction final score 27-20. No, less than 20. 27-14. No, I can't score 14 now. 27-17. That's probably right on the line right there. That's what my final prediction score is. Oh, bad pass. 3rd and 10. This is where it can get away from them. If they start bailing out on the run, you have a bunch of time, all 3 timeouts. On 1st or 2nd down, if you're not running the ball based on how you ran the ball up to this point, that ain't right. All right, we got 3rd and 10. This seems like the first long 3rd down situation. Oh my God. All right, thank God they got him. I thought they missed him on the first one. They did. Jalen Carter right there to save the guy's ass. Okay, we're going in the right direction now. Bears defense helping them out a little bit. I mean, Eagles defense. Have I said one correct thing today? Look at that. It went right underneath that. That's a great evasion of the tackle, but he can't evade that Jalen Carter fella. Look at him. Imagine trying to block this guy. I remember in high school, it was the week leading into the Super Bowl. We had a lot of practice going. That was, oh my God, that was almost scary. And it turns out maybe it worked out great. Okay, that's good field position. We're starting at the 35. High school, I was on the football team senior year, and I wasn't a notable player. I'll tell you that. I was not a notable player on the team. We were running scout situations, and somehow they needed a 3rd scout team running back, and I somehow got picked for this position, and I'm going against the 1st team defense. Our 1st team defense were a bunch of monsters. It was the Monstars, really. These guys were animals, and we were running a pass play. We were effectively doing nothing. We were all 3rd string people in there. And I remember there was this one huge guy on the D line, and like I had to block him. He came untouched through the line, and I like geared up and we're gonna hit him like this, and like he's basically like easy, like we you don't want to do this. I don't want to do this to you. Let's just let the play run out. And he was right to do that. I was like, ugh. He knew what he was doing. Okay. So we had the time to be had this coming weekend. So this is where, if you're in the chat, you tell me anything that you're excited about for this coming weekend, any good plans that you have. I have some plans for tomorrow. It's more tea time for you. And what this tea time is going to be, we have a flag football tournament every year. And I'm bringing Tea Time live on the road in an outdoor environment for the first time. And I'm going to be live broadcasting this flag football tournament to you all, where I'm going to be just behind the camera commentating on the game. You're going to see the live play action. You're going to see it all unfold in front of us, in front of me. And I'm going to be the commentator on it, much like I'm doing right now, but it's going to be live. I'm going to be live there in person. So be on the lookout for Tea Time tomorrow. It's going to be probably at around 11 a.m., I would say. 10 to 11 a.m. That is what I'm most excited about this weekend. We got Tea Time to be had, flag football tournament coming live from Tea Time. Look how stacked the NFC is. Look how stacked the NFC is. The wild card teams have 8 wins. Yeah, so this game means a lot more to the Bears than it does the Eagles. The Eagles have over a 95% chance to make the playoffs either way because their division is so shitty. I'd like to see Dallas coming up a little bit. Imagine if they make a run towards the end. They kind of are. All right, we're faking the handoff. A.J. Brown gaining nothing right there. This team is horrible. This team is horrible. How are the Bears still even money to win this game? I'm telling you, how could the Bears possibly lose this game? How are the Eagles going to score a touchdown? All right, we're getting to the 2-minute warning now. This is where it is the old Tony. Yeah, they're pissed. And they feed off that. They're booing. They feed off that. This is exactly where this Eagles team shuts down. This is where they stop trying because they can't handle any adversity, any opposition. If things don't go immediately their way, or if things start sliding in the opposite direction, they turtle, they turn to each other. They're front runners. I can't believe how bad they're getting me worked up. I got a job to do, despite the woes of the Eagles. I have a job to do. This is the segment called Old Tony Gives It a Go. During this segment, it's at the 2-minute warning of the first half. I read a headline, and it's up to us, just based on this news headline, to guess what it could possibly be about the story. Then what happens? Second half starts. The halftime starts. I have my second half horse race. After the horse race, I'll go into the actual story and read what it's about. This is how the headline goes. Man says Thanksgiving turned violent after repeated attacks by 8-year-old nephew. Vows to skip all family events. So the question during this is, what exactly was violent about this? Where did this 8-year-old go wrong where it went from being playful to downright disrespectful? And it could be a little dramatic out of this guy to say, I'm not coming to any more family events, but if you're in a situation where someone else's kid is really taking it to you, you don't really know what to do because you're expecting the parent to do the parenting, but instead you're the one having to do it. You're caught in an awkward position. If this kid's hitting you too, what you got to do you're the uncle. You're within your rights to lay down the law a little bit. What was this 8-year-old doing? I imagine that had something to do with the food on the table. He could be. I expect maybe he grabbed a fistful of mashed potatoes, smashed it in the uncle's face. And the bad part about that is it's demoralizing. It's embarrassing, and you're in a no-win situation because now you're fighting with an 8-year-old. But he did just smash your face with mashed potatoes in front of the whole table. Everyone's probably laughing at you. You're in a no-win situation. I'm kind of feeling for this uncle, not thinking he's that dramatic. Carissa, Carissa Thompson with the classy outfit. Uh, there's Fitzgerald looking. I hate his look. Tony Gonzalez looking good.
All right. 2nd and 9. Eagles offense. They're starting at the 36-yard line right now. We need some yards. Fake handoff to no one. Yep, throw to no one. This team stinks. They're giving up. You can see they're giving up. All right, Eagles. They're going to be doing something, I guess. What have they done on offense? Nothing. Okay, we're looking downfield a little bit. It's A.J. Brown for a first down. Yep, and it's a push off. It's a push off. It's coming back. That's the only way they can get anything going on offense. Horrible. This team is terrible. Bet against them right now. Bet against them right now. They're a terrible team. They're fraudulent. 8-3. They're more. That 8-3 is more fraudulent than the Bears 8-3. That's barely anything. That's a shitty call. But like I said, when the calls are going against one team like this, you can tell where this game is heading. This game is going all for the Bears right now. 3rd and 19. This is exactly where Goddard comes in because now it's a field position game. 0 penalties on the Bears, 3 on the Eagles to start out. Yep, he's rolling out. He's got time. Does he have anyone downfield? Just throws it to Shipley. This game is like Herbstreit is trying to pretend like the Eagles are still in this game. This game is over. How many first downs do the Eagles have? Look, Sirianni is pissed. And this is where they start crying. They start whining and complaining. We can't do anything. Let's just shut it down. This is exactly where A.J. Brown shuts it down. They shanked a punt, it looks like. Oh, good bounce. Probably starts at the 20. Let's get 3 the Bears. I'm sick of the Eagles. I'm so sick of the Eagles. All right. I can hold it. If Scott Hanson can hold it for a full 9 hours, I can hold it right now. All right, we got Caleb Williams in the shotgun position. Hand the ball off. I think that's the right call. Gain of about 4 or 5 yards. Call timeout. All right, they're letting the clock run. Are they going to get up to the ball quickly? A little less than a minute 30 left in the half. 9 rushes for 81 yards. That's exactly 9 yards a carry. You ask if their defense is playing, if your defense is allowing 9 yards a carry, is your defense good? People thought this Eagles defense is good. What's good about this team? The Bears are bringing it to them right now. Another handoff. Easy first down. You call timeout. He got that first down. Call timeout. They're letting the clock run still. What are we? All right, I guess we're saving these 3 timeouts. I don't know for what. I don't know for what. That's a defeated man on the sidelines when you look at A.J. Brown. Someone who doesn't care. What are we looking for here? What are we looking for? Oh, this could be big. Oh, that could have been big. That was dangerous. 2nd and 10. His face mask does look ajar. He could have got it right in the head. Oh, look at that push off. This guy's a menace right off his dome piece. People don't realize right there. You can absolutely look at this. Oh, he almost got it right there, Jamel Dean. People forget once the ball is tipped, you can rip a guy down. There's no pass interference. Yep, you give it to Swift. Fine room. Fine room. Look at this guy. Keep it going. We need 3 points at the end of this half right here. Give us 3. The Eagles are not going to score a touchdown this game. All right, 10-3, 23 seconds left. Bears got 2 timeouts. They're driving right now. They're probably around the 50-yard line. All right, come on now. That hit the ground. Is it 3rd down now? 2nd and 10. We need to get 3 right here if we're the Bears. Oh, he just fell. Let's get 10 right here. Let's get at least 10. That's a great play. Ah, the flag. All right, they're probably not going to get any points right here. Second and 20, 11 seconds. I really don't think that anything. Well, yeah, just Luther Burden right there. Gain of 5 or 10. Let's take it to the half. Let's take it to the half. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. If you are in the chat, let's get a horse race going. Let's get the first horse race going of the night, of the afternoon ish. It's 4:20. Nice. So let's get a couple horse races going. Let's get a couple people in the horse race. They're booing the Eagles right now. Thumbs down straight. Boo! The old fashioned way. Not only is it a thumbs down, it's a boo. It's a double up of disappointment right there. Boo! If you're in the chat, put in a number. All right, if we are in the chat, put in a number between 1 and 6. For those unfamiliar with the horse race, this is what the track looks like. You pick a number between 1 and 6 because it's all based off a die. I roll the dice. Whatever number comes up, that number moves up 1 spot until you get to the end of the race, then you win. what the winner gets, you have to win multiple to get this, is and it's a monthly giveaway. I'm giving away $50 to a charity of your choosing. So if you are in the chat, if you're watching Tea Time and you're teed up right now, get a horse race going. Been streaming for an hour 25 right now. I'll give it 2 minutes. I'll give it 2 minutes for someone to get in the chat. Otherwise, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go right to the old Tony gives it a go. So we got a little less than 2 minutes from here on. All right, we are a little less than a minute left. If we got no people going for the horse race, that's okay. I got backup. Let me pull up the story. Where do we get our news? I don't even really want to tout these people because they're, let's say, politically aligned. This news source. A lot of bullshit. Oh, this is another good story. That's another good one. Where'd this story go? Come on. Hook me up. All right, we're gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to look it up. All right. The news story goes. This is the title. Man says Thanksgiving turned violent after repeated attacks by 8-year-old nephew. Vows to skip all family events. What our guess was the 8-year-old embarrassed him at the dinner table and smashed some mashed potatoes right in his face. Everyone laughed at him. Let's see what this story is actually about. They say a 4-minute read. That is not usually the case. A family holiday turned chaotic after an 8-year-old's repeated outbursts left relatives shaken and divided over how to move forward. Need to know. Man said his nephew had a long history of violent behavior, including attacking relatives, teachers, and even the police. So the fact that the police were even involved with this 8-year-old shows that he's up to no good. He's misbehaved, this kid. During Thanksgiving, the child allegedly hit multiple family members and eventually headbutted and punched the poster. What poster? What type of poster? The incident has now divided the family, with the poster deciding. Oh, the poster of the story. The incident has now divided the family, with the poster deciding he will no longer attend family gatherings where his nephew is present. That's how you take a stand, young guy. A man turned to the Reddit community. It always starts with the Reddit community for advice following a Thanksgiving celebration that he said spiraled into chaos after his 8-year-old nephew repeatedly attacked him. He explained that the boy had a long history of violent outbursts, and he said, he has pulled a knife on my mother, beat her with a stick to the point of being hospitalized and unable to walk, throws things at her, giving her black eyes. Okay. This family needs to get their act together. This is an 8-year-old kid that we're talking about. If people are watching that, so the uncle's mother is probably the grandmother of this 8-year-old. If people are watching the 8-year-old beat the grandmother with a stick to the point that she needs to be hospitalized, there is no parenting going on. There's no discipline going on here. You're letting this kid run willy-nilly, do whatever he wants. There's no one saying stop. This is as much on the 8-year-old as it is amongst the family. Don't just go blaming the 8-year-old here. So the poster said the problems began early in the day as his nephew was jumping on furniture, swearing, and hitting me in the head repeatedly. He noted that he had asked him to stop several times, adding, after telling him repeatedly to knock it off, respect the rules of our house, he just wouldn't listen. According to the man, the behavior escalated as his sister did not intervene. That's the main issue right here. The mother is not doing anything. He described how the child turned his attention to other family members, saying, he eventually got worked and attacked my brother, causing him to spill his drink on our carpet. Throughout the meal, he said the boy continued to hit him in the head for more than 3 hours. I mean, someone's got to lay down the law right here. The fact that you're just saying, can you please not, this is how I imagine it going. Can you please knock it off? No hitting in the house. No hitting in the house. No one's respecting that. He shared that he finally warned the boy, telling him he will not be welcome back and won't give him any presents for Christmas if he continues. But the child persisted. When he tried ignoring the behavior, he said the boy still continued to repeatedly come and hit me in the head while eating. This situation came to a breaking point when he attempted to physically remove the child from the area to avoid further escalation. I grabbed him by the shoulders, picked him up, and decided to bring him over to my sister, he wrote. The boy allegedly laughed and said, "This is fun," before headbutting his uncle in the face. Man, I hate this kid. The man said his sister then misunderstood what he was seeing and yelled at him to stop because she thought he was choking her son. This lady has no control, has no bearing, and has a lack of grasp on reality. Just checking to see about the game. He explained that he put the child down, but he punched me in the face, so I restrained him so he couldn't get more violent. When told to stop restraining him, the poster loosened his grip, which he said resulted in the boy punching him again. According to the post, his nephew continued to swear and yell threats as his sister intervened. The man said the boy told him, "Fuck you, uncle," whatever your name is. I can imagine his name being Uncle Toby or something, and warned, "Next time he sees me, I'm dead." The family gathering quickly dissolved as the sister took her son home, leaving the rest of the relatives shaken. The poster said the aftermath was painful, both emotionally and physically. My nose is messed up. I have a bruise on my face from being punched, and I have a massive headache that ibuprofen has not seemed to help. This guy is softer than a pillow. This guy is softer than a fresh piece of bread. This guy is... The ibuprofen is not working. This 8-year-old really clocked me. How about you clock yourself in to a mental institution? How about you clock yourself in to some self-therapy? How about you look yourself in the mirror, poster? He said his mother blamed him for escalating the situation, while he argued that the lack of consequences for the child's actions had enabled the behavior. He described the emotional toll, writing, "I was heartbroken as I spent hundreds of dollars, took off work for the week, and planned this Thanksgiving for months to make this wonderful for my family. One of his brothers stayed behind afterwards because he felt so bad knowing all the work he had put in and having it ruined. The poster said that despite his mother and sister insisting he should have let him keep hitting let him keep hitting me to keep the peace. This is where, I mean, this guy is soft, but the mother is the worst culprit of them all. Let him keep hitting you? He and his wife decided he could no longer be around the child. My wife talked to me and said my nephew is a liability and sooner or later would seriously hurt me or her. He also noted that this was the third time he attacked me at a family event and needed to be restrained. Other siblings told him they other siblings that was frustration about my reading ability. Other siblings told him they agreed and would not be attending family gatherings where the boy was present. That's how you take a stand. If you're gonna allow your kid to do this and I need to be punched in the head to keep the peace, I'm just not gonna be around him anymore. Especially since one brother did not want his daughter around the violence anymore. Though he expressed heartbreak over the situation, he felt he had no other choice. I refused to continue to be attacked and abused with my nephew receiving no repercussions, he wrote. He emphasized that he loved his mother and sister and hated the idea of dividing the family, adding, I didn't want to break their hearts as they love having us all together. In responding to a commenter who said he should have distanced himself earlier, the poster explained that he had hoped for improvement. He has been in counseling and seemed to be doing a lot better with one of his therapists, he said, sharing that he had been worried about Thanksgiving but wanted to believe things would go smoothly. Now, he said, he isn't sure what the future holds. I still can't believe I'm writing this as it just feels insane to me. It is insane that you're letting an 8-year-old run your shit. The fact that no one can get this kid together and you have to be punched in the face to keep the peace. Let's get it together, people. Let's get this act together. All right, we're going back to Lincoln Financial. The link as the start of the second half is about to start. I'm going to the bathroom again. Oh, I want to see what Sirianni's saying. I need to see what Sirianni's saying. Does he have any hope for his team? He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know what's going on either. He's more of a rah-rah guy. He's not an X's and O's guy, and he's leaving it up to Petula. All right, we're handing it off to... Nope. This is so ugly. This is a terrible offense. This is a terrible offense. Just horrible to watch. Handoff. Barkley going nowhere. The fact that the Bears, or let me say it this way, the fact that the Eagles were giving 7 points is ridiculous. To another 8-3 team. That is so ridiculous to insinuate that they're gonna beat this team by a touchdown. This is horrible. I hate every second of watching this shit. Oh, the booze is going to be raining down. They're not going to convert here. This is going to be an incomplete pass. There's Goddard going over the middle. Game over. Eagles are done. Eagles are done. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. Look at this. There's a guy back with his thumbs down. He's giving it no rest. That thumbs down, yeah, it's working on Black Friday. This thumbs down that he's giving it so much work. It's like a retail worker at Target on Black Friday. Oh, that's a booming kick. Let's go, Bears. Let's return this thing. Yeah, that's how you tuck up the ball. Almost left it out for there. Bring it back in. That was so bad. If Hurts, I don't know why he was backing up. I think he still had a second. Goddard was open over the middle, crossing around right off the bat. Just give it to him. Oh, we got a handoff coming around. It's DJ Moore. They like handing the ball off to all their players. I love this. I love this. Let me look. I'm looking at live lines right now. The Bears, for basically even odds, you get the Bears -3.5. The live over under is 33.5. I think the Bears score 2 more touchdowns. I think the Eagles score 1. So there's been 1 total touch. Oh, nothing right there. Okay, 10-3 or 10-3 still. I don't know why I felt like to update the score, but 2nd and 10 at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. There we go. Just hand it off. Just hand it off. All right, 4th. I mean, neither team is doing much. I mean, the Bears just got to keep it on the ground. The ground game's working. You got to be running the ball on 1st and 2nd down every time. That was a great throw. Come on, man. All right, we're punting it back to the Eagles. 2 different possessions. Oh, we got a flag. Looks like a false start. It's bad body language all across Philadelphia right now. It goes from the fans to the team, and this is where the team's shutting down. Oh, that wasn't a great punt. They're gonna have decent field position, starting at maybe like the 30 or something. It's American dreaming. This is what you're getting into. First of all, Ev, thank you for tuning in. Secondly, what you're finding is late in the season, these midweek games, Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, they get a little snoozy. They get a little snoozy on them. At the beginning of the season, when teams still have a lot of juice left, they have enough juice for Thursday Night Football, for Monday Night Football, for Friday Night Football. It makes sense that this is a snooze fest the day after Thanksgiving. You got to think that these guys, the fact that they could still have Thanksgiving with their families, they got into some of the Thanksgiving activities. They probably had a little drink. They probably had a lot of food, and now it's the plays and the play calling is resulting in that. You can see it's directly affecting them. And I'm here fighting the good fight, trying to give some juice and give some action to this game. And really, all I've been doing is motherfucking the Eagles because I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I hate watching them. This is kind of the game that you envision though for a Friday. It's a Friday after Thanksgiving. It's a 3 o'clock game. It's a weird time. Like none of these guys are ready to play football right now, and it shows. The only people that were ready to play football were Ben Johnson, DeAndre Swift, and Kyle Monangai. You did. I didn't go full extent, but it was all part of it. I'll give you the rundown though. Started off the day with Bloody Marys and sausages. Went to my cousin's. The good thing about what I usually go wrong with is I go crazy on all the apps. But what I had to do is I had to run out for food or I had to run out for ice before Thanksgiving really started. So that took me away from the food, which helped. Also, we had a football game. We had a cousins versus cousins football game, which also took me away from the food. And then right when right when Thanksgiving started, or like Thanksgiving dinner started, was when the onslaught started. I gotta go back to the game, but you gotta know it was a lot. They're handing off to Barkley, gaining nothing right there. What I tell you, Ev? What I tell you? Over under 80 yards on him, it was always the under. Tank Bigsby, I've seen him in one game. I've seen him in one play, I should say. All right, then when Thanksgiving started, they had like creamed corn, two different types of turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing, rolls, mac and cheese. Got 2 plates of it really, and then a ton of cookies, apple crumble, and pasta to end the night. And when I got back home, I had leftover pizza and I had 2 pieces. So many cookies, so many cookies I had. All right, 2nd and 10. Fake handoff. He's looking guarded. He's getting rolled out. A lot of pressure. He's going to end up throwing it away. Oh, he's throwing it downfield. That's picked off. That's picked off. Let's go the other way. Let's go the other way. That's got to stand. Let's go. This Eagles team is terrible. They're awful. How are they ever getting 7 points in this game? Look at this. Trying to force the ball downfield to A.J. Brown. He's got nothing. Nothing open. He's not even close to open. Why even try to make that throw? This is a they quit. This is a quit job on this game. Hand off to Manungai. Great gain. 7, 8 yards on that play. I love this guy, Manungai. Keep giving him the ball. I said it earlier. I don't think the Eagles are going to score a touchdown today. They're horrible. They are so bad. My only saving grace or my hope is that we get Goddard 40 receiving yards. I think he's got 6. He's got 5. 3 people, 4 complete passes, or 5 complete passes right now from Jalen Hurts. We're starting the second half. Oh my God. No one can tackle this guy. No one can tackle this guy. I think he could have got a first down right there instead of sliding. Wait, oh, Brandon Graham. I thought they were talking Jimmy Graham. No, they're giving up. They're watching Kung Fu Panda on those tablets. They're not actually looking at the film. Third and 3, fake handoff, looking downfield. I think he's got 15. That's a great. Oh wait, his arm strength, being able to roll out and still make a throw. This is just a stalemate right now. 10-3. I mean, I hate that the Eagles are still in this game. They need some more points. Keep the. This has got to be a run. You've been running all over them. That's got to be a run. You at least get a yard or two, then you can maybe go for it again. This guy's been great. A little juke move. I'm talking about Jalen Phillips, that pickup they had from the Dolphins. Now he's on the Eagles. He almost got to that punt right there. Oh, nice field position. Great starting field position right there. Can we please get Goddard going? Ooh. I love a good poppy, but Ollie Pops is where it's at with these new age sodas. I'm looking at this video of Megan Thee Stallion cooking in a wife beater and booty shorts. If I saw that in my kitchen, I could die in that very moment and say I lived a great life. That is all I need to see. And maybe I would get the chance just to hug her from behind and just give a little kiss on like the neck. Or, oh man, that's getting a little weird now. I'm getting a little too crazy, too involved. But that's how much seeing Megan Thee Stallion in that outfit in my kitchen, it'd be game over. Clay Thompson, cheers to you, buddy. Guys, this coffee's going right through me. The amount of potty breaks is absurd. Oh, okay. Okay, we get a first down from the Eagles. How often are those coming around for these guys? I hate that the Eagles are still going to win this game. I said it. The Eagles are still going to win this game. Oh my God, that's going to be so annoying. That's going to be so annoying. Come on. Let's keep up the pressure. Oh, that could have been picked. That could have been picked. Flag. Who's the flag on? We need to see this. Roughing the passer. Oh, I love those Jordans he's wearing. Very late. Very late. That was stupid. Looks right at the ref, puts his hands up, saying, I'm guilty. Look at me. I'm guilty. That was so late, dude. All right, we need to keep him pinned, guys. We need to keep him pinned. Barkley with the give. Gain of about 3 or 4 right there. Nothing going. Nothing ventured, nothing gained around here. Hurts, he's giving it. Oh, that's a good run by Hurts. That was a much needed run by Hurts. Yeah, this is gonna end up hurting me. Eagles are winning this game. Pass downfield. A.J. Brown, touchdown. Great drive. That's all they needed. That's all they needed. Eagles win this game. That was a great play by Brown. The adjustment on the ball. All right, it's 10-10 midway through the third quarter. I jinxed it. He missed it. 10-9. Bears still got the advantage in this game by 1. That was a crucial missed one. I saw what I needed to. The Eagles are winning this game. The fact that it was still after all that motherfucking, all that talking poorly about them, they were still only down a touchdown after all that. And they have the ability to pull out games like this because they've been tried, they've been in precarious situations, they won Super Bowls. All right, we got to go to a sponsor. Let's go to our sponsor. Always thankful to our sponsors. This one is called the Double Up Sandwich. Thank you to the Double Up Sandwich first and foremost. Sometimes just one isn't going to do the trick. You need to double that sucker up. When we're talking to, you're talking my language. Put a sandwich on my sandwich and do the Macarena with your auntie. It's like your sandwich had a sandwich and you realize that you can only live life doubled up from now on. Hut 1, hut 2, just leave that shit on 2 and never hike it. The Double Up Sandwich. The reason for that unenthusiastic touchdown call. That was because I live bet the Bears, and I know the Eagles are gonna win this game. That's why. That's why. That's why I was pissed off about that. I've just been pissed off this whole game. I've been pissed off. That's what it is. But thank you to the double up sandwich. Hut 1, Hut 2. Don't even hike that shit. Leave it on 2. Hey, oh, now they're happy in Philadelphia. Things have changed. The complexion of the game has changed after that touchdown. They realized they could do something. Here we go, Bears. Good return right there out to the 35, 36-yard line. That was a big mistake. Run the ball. Don't get pressured. Run the ball. This is where you're making your bread and butter. That's a gain of about 4 or 5 right there. Here we go. Fake handoff. Going across the formation. That's a flag. Yep, call that. Going in favor of the Bears. Come on. Here's Carl, the chef in the kitchen, chefers. That's a flag. That's a flag, and he sold it too. That's how you sell it. That's what you need to do. Ten-9, halfway through the third quarter, handoff, as you should. Be patient. Just run the damn football. Run the damn football on these guys. They can't stop it. Every first and second down should be a run play until you see otherwise. Until they show you that they can stop the run. Yeah, you gotta hand that off again. Give it. Oh my God. What a play right there. What a play by Hunt. You, in what world do you not run that football? In what world do you try to throw for that pass? You've been running all over them. You gotta hand it off. Keep handing it off. Look, now all Philadelphia's happy. And that one Bears fan, he goes, "What the fuck? What just happened around here? It was just doomsday 3 seconds ago. Now what's happening?" Great play. That was a great play right there. Horrible play by Caleb Williams. Yep, that was a great play. I hate that they didn't run that football. This is the Eagles. This is the Eagles right here. Hand off to Saquon. A lot of yards to gain. Gain of about 15 right there. That's all they need. That's all they need. Game over. The Eagles won this game. Oh my God. How the tides have turned in this. How the tides have turned. In terms of live betting, oh my God. The Eagles are minus 350 to win this game. They're going to score a touchdown on this drive. Hand off to Barkley. First down. This is going to be a Barkley touchdown this drive. This is going to be the first tush push of the night right here. Oh, then look how he's able to push off of that leg. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. This is a tush push every day of the week. That looked like a false start. It looks like they stopped him. Fumble. Fumble. Look how big 97 is. That's the tush push stopper right there. Look how big 97 is. They threw the fumble flag. That was easily a false start to start that tush push. What a stop right there. That was the best defense against a tush push I've ever seen. That's a great play right there. That's a great play. Jalen Hurts all cozy up against his offensive line. No one can get me if I'm just pushing against their butts. Next thing you know, he comes over, steals the ball, makes a play. That's exactly what your team needed. Look at that. Great play by the defense, number 26. this kid. What? I'm watching a video of some kid called Lane Kiffin a hoe, and he stepped up to him. Oh, I love that. Lane Kiffin, he's one of my favorite coaches of this modern day and age. He's just someone who unapologetically is himself and doesn't give a fuck. All right, here we go. 4:33 left in the third quarter. 10-9 in favor of the Bears, and they're running all over them. Keep the ball on the ground, people. There's Monangai, gain of about 40 yards. How do you ever... Why do they not run the ball every time? Run the ball every play. Look at that. 8 takeaways, this guy. Most in the NFL. 3 fumbles recovered. That's another huge run from Monangai. All right, 2nd and 5. A little less than 4 minutes left. Yep. All right, we're going. We're going. Hand it off again. Yes, yes, yes. Look at this. They can't stop the run. You're running every 1st and 2nd down until further notice. Can't believe I didn't start Monangai. I started Omari and Hampton instead. He might not even friggin' play. Now it's too late. See, that was just bad fantasy management. 93 yards on the ground from Monangai. Hand it to him again. Yeah, that's a false start. You can't be doing that right when your team's moving forward, all directions going north. You're the captain of the offensive line and the offense, or one of them at least. Joe Thuney, I didn't know he made his way onto Chicago. That's a handoff. Great tackle by Jordan Davis. This is the guy, if they want to stop the run, this is going to have to step up. That's a great celebration, defensive celebration, especially when you're as big as this dude. All you need to do, cross the arms. Down 25 pounds and he's still a monster. Look at this guy. What did he look like before? Handoff. Monangai. Great gain right there. About 10-yard gain. Come on. Get into field goal range. We need a score on this drive. Third and 5. Minute left in the third quarter. Where are they going? He's got enough time. Oh, nope. He just decided to get rid of it. Are they in field goal range right now? Where are they going? We're looking at Ben Johnson. What's the call? Is this a go for it situation? Well, looking like they're going to go for it. This is a huge, huge down. They're keeping the offense out there. We need something. I want to see a little Luther Burden across the middle right here. Either him or Loveland. Goddard on the sidelines, wondering when he's going to get the ball. I'm wondering the same thing, big fella. We need 5. Nah, they're not going for it. Wait, what? Are we still going?
Oh, he's got his nails painted. He's got his nails painted.
The wind's whipping in Philadelphia. Come on, create a matchup here then, Ben Johnson. Let's see what we got. Caleb Williams, you pumped up the play clock. Could have been false start. A lot of pressure. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Loveland. That's who you look for. Like I said, Loveland was going to get open. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Need at least 3 on this drive. That's nothing right there. That's nothing. That's how you just be the bigger man, bounce off the contact. Look, a little, put everything you had into that throw, fall forward. Less than 30 seconds, 21 first downs to 7 in favor of the Bears. Run the ball. This is a run of the football. Yes, sir. 5 yards. Look at Monangai go. Look at him go. Come on. All right, we're going to reach the end of the third quarter here. This coffee's going right through me, like I said. End of the third quarter. Oh, horse race. Is there anyone in the chat want to do a horse race? I'm like, what do we usually do? Oh yeah, it's a horse race. Can I get a horse race? Can I interest you in a horse race? If you're in the chat, let me know. Pick a number. Ever since I got my haircut shorter than usual last time, and I felt like it's been taking so long for it to grow out. I feel like it's just like stalled. It hasn't even grown. It just stayed the same length for so long. What number loss that just was? What number loss that just was? I feel like... What number loss that just was? Loss of what? I'm trying to figure out what this riddle is. I feel like there's some sort of riddle in what you're saying. What number loss? How many losses did I incur? None. Actually, no, I lost one bet. It was that Eagles first half. Do you want number 1? You want 1? Just give me odds or beat. Oh, what number? It's been 2 hours and 18 minutes. I think I peed 4 times. I'll give you 4. I'll give you 4. Ev. I'll give you the evens. Give one of the guys in second place the odds. Let's tighten this up towards the end of the month. Let's get this in the correct position. Nice and focused. Perfect. Can I see the toes? Can I see the toes? Can I see the toes? I'm going to give you evens, Ev. Pick one guy to get the odds. Let's do this the right way. Here we go. Here we go. And that's a 5. Who's it going to go to, Ev? Who's it going to go to? 5 to start off. And there's a 2. There's a 2. That's you, Ev. That's you all the way. And there's a 5 again. Could 5 be really hot? 5 off to 2. 2 start right there. There's a 6. That's an Ev train right there. That's an Ev train in the right direction. That's a 1. That's a 1. So we still got the odds in the lead. Oh, there's a 3 right there. Riley, he's in the odds. It's a 5 to start, and there's a 6 right there. There you go, at 5 and 6 in the lead. 4 down, there's another 6. 6 is off to the lead. He's in the lead right now. It's off the board. That would have been a 3. Off the board would have been a 3, and there's a 1 right there. There's a 1. You got the odds brigade for Riley coming up. Wow, it's getting sloppy. It's getting sloppy. And there's a 1 again. So we got 1 and 6 tied for the lead. So it could be evens, it could be odds, and there's another 1. 1 is catching its stride right now, really moving in the positive. There's a 2. There's a 2 right there. There's an even forever. I kind of like this formation we got going. Another 1. Could this be a really quick race with Riley when there's a 3? There's a 3. Ev with the 4. 4's not even out of the gates. Oh, there's a 6. Don't forget about 6. 6 just second place, 1 off the lead. Oh, it couldn't stay on the board. It couldn't stay on the board. It could. Oh, wow. This is getting sloppy. And there's a 5 right there. Okay with the 5. 5's moving forward. There's a 3. It's a 3. We got a lot of odd action. Only 6 is a. Oh, there's another 5. 6 is really the only even horse that's showing any sign of life. There's a 5 again. 1 and 5 tied for the lead. Okay. There's another 3. There's a 3. Look at all the odds up here. Only 6 is holding on to it. Oh, it stays on. It barely stays on, but it's on. That's a 1 horse. That's a 1. Can we get 1 4? We need to see a 4. It's a 5. 1 and 5 tied for the lead. There's a 6. That's your only hope there, Rev. There's a 6. It's Stevie with the. There's a 5. Look at this 5. It was off to a hot start, looking like it's going to win the race. It's a 1. It's either 1 or 5 right now. Riley's going to luck out. Riley's going to. It's off the board. There was a 6. That's what you needed. That's what you needed. And it's. Oh, it stays on. It stays on by its little chinny chin. That's a 5. Moving up. 1. That's Riley. That's Riley. There's a touchdown. Who scored that touchdown? Who scored that touchdown? It's Monangai. It's Monangai. He's on my friggin' bench. How did I leave him on the bench? Oh my God, that's horrible. Horrible fantasy owning for me. Horrible fantasy owning for me. We like to make updates around here though, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get Riley with this horse race leaderboard. He's going into second place with the 5. Riley Frazier, he's got 5 wins. Riley Frazier, he's got 5. There we go. Okay, so let's check this out. That was a big Bears touchdown. How did I not play Monangai? He's been great today. He's probably got around 20 fantasy points. All right, we got 3 things left. We got time. We got time. All right, so did we not? Scoreboard's not officially updated, but are they going for? No, they wouldn't go for 2. I mean, they could. They wouldn't go for 2. They'll be up 8 points. Do the Bears or the Eagles have what it takes to score another touchdown? The first one seemed kind of lucky. Guys, all I've been thinking about maybe the last 15 to 20 minutes is this Thanksgiving leftover sandwich I'm going to have after this. It's going to hit so beautifully. How do I not play Monangai? That's gonna be the death of me. I put in Omari and Hampton. He's got 18 points. Oh my God. Imagine that. I could miss the playoffs just from a lack of awareness. Not even because my team sucks, because of a lack of awareness. Yeah, I mean, it looks like you gotta bring the blitz against Hurts. It hurts his play when you bring the blitz. People used to say, people used to say I say blitz weird. Like it's more of a blitz instead of blitz. Like I use it more an E instead of an I. Oh yeah, they gotta take that out. He's moving all the way across the formation. Great tackle. Oh, he gets lit up at the 20. Nice play right there by 22. All right, so we're just starting the fourth quarter right now. Bears just scored a touchdown, a much needed touchdown, 17-9. Look at this division, man, besides the Vikings. "2024 world champs that they were. Can they repeat? Not with the offense performing like this. I would love to see a Goddard base drive. Nope, that ain't the right guy, but he's got him open. Terrible throw. Do they throw the flag? Yep, he's going with the Philadelphia celebration. Thumbs down. Thumbs down. 12:37 left in the fourth quarter, left in the game. He had him open. Look at this. If you had Devonta Smith against a linebacker, I mean, he's playing good defense. He turned around. I don't think that's a flag. I don't think that's a flag. You should not get rewarded for a shitty pass in that situation. Saquon gain about 3 or 4 yards right there. I mean, got to keep the run game involved. I hate to see that Tank Bigsby has not even had a carry. They saying it was defensive pass interference. The refs, man, these whistleblowers, literal and figurative whistleblowers. 3rd and 6. What do they do here? I mean, this screams Goddard. 3rd and 6, you get it to your tight end. It looked like it was a false start on him. He's a little jumpy. He's a little jumpy. Oh, that was 36 I was looking at. Nothing. Nothing. They got to punt that. They got to punt that. Come on. 3rd and 3. 4th and 3. Look, I love the thought of this guy in a Rey Mysterio mask. What the fuck was that? I could call it better. Look, now they're back to the booze. They were celebrating. These guys, they're so I mean, I have no right. I am an Eagles fan and I don't root for the Eagles, but I have the same ethos as an Eagles fan because I'm hot and cold. You saw it all within this one stream. I'm hot and cold. Is that a false start? 17-9. Let's do the right things. Let's do the right things to end this game. Fire Kevin, I think they're saying, as in Petula. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Ooh, is that a shank? No, it looks like a shank off. Ooh, that could be pretty good field position, at least the 35, maybe the 40. The Grinch doesn't want to see any more. So we will go with the look back at it. Look back at it. And I put a crapmatic on the trapmatic. A little 2 Chainz action. I don't know what he says there, but you know what I was going for. The look back at it time of this past week. So we already went over Thanksgiving. I gave you a full recap, so I can't go back in on Thanksgiving. I want to go into Thanksgiving Eve. almost like New Year's Eve in the way that it's quote unquote, as my dad would say, amateur hour. Anyone who doesn't really drink, they'll start drinking on Thanksgiving Eve. This was my first Thanksgiving Eve where I was of drinking age and didn't go out. And it felt great, honestly. I felt like I had a renewed life on that day, on Thanksgiving yesterday. Felt so good. Um, and I feel like I took more advantage of the day because of that. How I spent my Thanksgiving Eve this year was I had my brother. I live with my brother, but he had his friend over. I made us all homemade cheesesteaks. I got long steak tips from the butcher at the grocery store, and I cut it up real fine. Cut it up real fine. Took painstaking but worth it. Then I did peppers and onions, sharp cheddar cheese, put it all together for a great homemade steak and cheese sandwich. What made the difference was not only the actual steak that was put into it, but the bread. It was a French baguette. I carved out the inside, took out all the actual dough on the inside, so you just had really the crust of the bread, could fill it to the brim with the steak and cheese, peppers, onions. It was perfect. It was one of the best sandwiches that I ever made. I'll get the picture on here so you can get a good appreciation for it. And this is all that I had left. This is all that I had left of the steak and cheese. I didn't even have time to take a true picture of the full thing because of how badly I wanted to dig into it. But that was the steak and cheese I made. All right. First down for the Bears. Let me get plugged back in here. Hold on. It's a little bit of a tangled mess. Wow. Okay, they're still pushing. This guy's been running hard, DeAndre Swift. We have 11 minutes or so left in the fourth quarter. DeAndre Swift with another run. This is what they should have been doing all game. 2 runs to start off every drive. You got third and short now. Third and 5, maybe? Third and 4? Manageable. Third and 4. Let's keep it rolling on third down. Oh, look. Oh, he's got time right over the middle, DJ Moore. Great play, DJ. That's how you stay calm in the pocket, Caleb. Way to go, man. Good first down. Nothing tricky. You don't have to get tricky for that one. Handoff. DeAndre Swift gain about 4 or 5 yards. Hand the ball off again. You're cutting down into the game clock. Wasting time. Run it again. You've been getting what you want on the ground. Bears minus 7.5. Wow. The way that this Matt, the way that this game has changed back and forth in terms of live odds. Handing off, we're rolling out. We got Komet. Good tackle right there, just to get him out of bounds. Run the ball again right there, though. Instead of having to go through that pass, run the ball again. Here he goes, Zacchaeus, finding some room. Nice play, man. Ben Johnson calling a hell of a game right now. All right, here we go. Let's get it. Is this going to be a run play 10 times out of 10? Okay, he's changing it. Kill, kill, kill. Changing it at the line. Wouldn't mind play action now. All right, gain about 1 or 2 yards right there. They were expecting the run. We are wasting away. Clock. Tick, 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 tick. Both are big enemies right now. Enemies of the state. And the clock and the Bears for this Eagles team. Play action, get it right to him. Get it right to him. He's looking deep. He's got Komet. What a throw. What a throw, baby. Oh my God. Well done. Well done. Oh my God. Running to the left side as a righty quarterback. Floats it up and over the defense. Well done. Look at this. Oh my God. Throws it up and over. What a throw by Caleb right here. This Bears team's legit. This guy's wide open. This guy's wide open. And there's a great pass by Caleb. Cole Kmet right there. Let's groove tonight. Got the spice of life. All right, we got to give another shout out to a sponsor of ours. This is the third and final sponsor. Just to recap, we had the double up sandwich, we had the stomach drainer, and now we have the Righty-O's. This is a special type of cereal for the people that just always do the right thing. You do the wrong thing, so don't even think about touching my Righty-O's. You go left, I go right, and that's because I started my day the right way with some Righty-O's. Holy shit, you're dead wrong. Couldn't even look at my Righty-O's. Get me my hands. I want a spoonful of some Righty-O's right now. Come on. Yeah. In the groove, in the groove. Alright, alright. So it's 24 plus 9, 33 total points. I bet the Eagles get at least. Do they get 7? I don't think so. Wow, they're all leaving. They're all leaving the stadium. They're done. Philadelphia, see you later. Bye bye. Bye bye. I mean, there's a lot of time left in this game. Can we get Goddard involved? That's the only thing I care about now. Let's just finish this game with a little Goddard action. And take out Saquon. I love Ben Johnson now. The way that he's turned this team around is crazy. This Eagles team is in serious trouble. Could the Cowboys win this division? I'm surprised that they still, the whatever statistics are behind this, that they still have a 95% chance to make the playoffs if they lose this game. Who's he looking for? Over the middle, A.J. Brown. Game about 15 right there. I wouldn't be surprised if they score a touchdown on this drive. They're down 15. They would be going for two. They'd be going for two this drive probably, if they were to score. Devonta Smith, great tackle. Great tackle. I would be pissed at Petula too. This offense is brutal to watch. 56 rush yards for Barkley, 76 receiving yards for Brown. Whenever A.J. Brown has a good game, they lose. Last week, this week, that hurts. Gotta have that one, Barkley. That could have been a first down right there. Is this guy, is this Grinch guy with this girl? Imagine showing up to the game and you're with the Grinch in a full Grinch costume. Come on. Yeah, he's already looking downfield. You can see it in his eyes. 1 for 8 on third down for Philly. Great throw right there. It took forever to get there, but that's a first down. Well, he got the wind knocked out of him. Looked like he landed on the football, maybe. He'll be back out there. Over the middle, there's Dodson. They're driving this one. I think they might get a touchdown, honestly. Oh, he's throwing it deep to no one. Out of bounds. Who are we looking for? Who are we looking for? He's looking right the whole time. Oh, Jalen Hurts telegraphing that pass. 4 minutes, 15 seconds left. 3rd and 10. I think this is a 4 down territory. Yeah, they're a little bit into Bears territory. This is 4 down territory. Could have picked it too. Oh no, I didn't. I thought he did get a hand on it too. He says, "Yup, I shut that down. I shut that shit down over here." Hey, go. He's stepping up. Who's he like? It's A.J. Brown over the middle, all the way to the 25-yard line. What I would like, so we're already out of Goddard territory. He's done. If we can get down there and give Saquon the ball, I'm happy about that. If we can get Saquon in the end zone, I'm happy about that. That's a false start. They never call it. We got Devonta Smith. Nice tackle, man. This guy 31, Byard. He's a real player on this Bears D. Time winding down. We got about 3 minutes, 30 seconds left the game. They realistically have a chance still. They don't have to, depending on when, hopefully they can score before the 2-minute warning. They have all 3 of their timeouts. Over the middle, sails a pass. 3rd and 6. If they can score before the 2-minute warning with all 3 of their timeouts, they don't need to onside kick it. But what's the point of not doing it? Because it's either like they have to a first down either way, lose. Yeah, if the Bears get, well, let me not get too ahead of myself right here. They would need to score a touchdown first. What? Where's he looking? A.J. Brown. All right, we are. No, yes, yeah, he's got it. Look at this, A.J. Brown. He's got a 100-yard game. He's having a great game. This is when the Eagles lose, though. They're just trying to keep him happy. Left. Right. Nice play. Great play. This is where you give it to your running back. This is where you give it to your running back for a touchdown. Get it in before what I just say, Herb Street. Great minds think alike. It's a. Where are we looking? A.J. Brown again, touchdown. 2 touchdowns for A.J. Brown. What a play. All right. They need a 2-point conversion. That's all you need. All right, 2 points. They need this. They need this, or it's really game over. Turn it from a 2-possession to a 1-possession game. Looks like a QB draw they're setting up for. They wanted AJ. They don't got him. Who's open? No one. That really, really hurts. That really hurts. Now you got to go on sides. 24-15 in favor of the Bears. In favor of the Bears. That live bet saved me. Fly like an eagle to the sea, into the future. That's my high school song. Fly like an eagle. Wait, no, now Pepsi's getting into the prebiotic game. No one's trusting your prebiotics, Pepsi. You're a little late on that. You should have been the first to it. Too bad. You were feeding into the wrong that you were already doing. You already knew the type of shit that you were feeding people. You continue to do it until you milked it completely dry. Now everyone's drinking the prebiotic sodas that actually aren't bad for you, and you want to get on the game now. I'll never buy a Pepsi prebiotic soda. You go for two right there because then you know what you got in front of you. I think that's the right call to go for two. You got to get that two eventually, and now you have a layout as to what you need as opposed to it being just over. Ooh, there we go. Let's finish them off right here, Bears. Manangai still running hard. That's a timeout right there. That's a timeout. They're first of three. Oh, we got a good Thursday night football game next week. Got a good Thursday night football game. I'm excited about that one. Nice. We got. I mean, this is what we need for tea time. Give us some good shit. Give us some good shit. They're talking about Schottenheimer right now. I agree. The way that he's been playing has been incredible. Goddard, you've been sitting next to Jalen Hurts all goddamn game. You guys think you would throw the ball to him? Good run right there. This guy runs right through people. Second, I mean, third and three, third and four. They use another timeout. There's 3 minutes left. All right. I mean, they're running this ball. Give it to my nun guy. He's been the guy. Him and Swift. I can't even say he's been the guy, but he's been a guy for sure. You give him the ball, he's running it to the right side. Oh, it's a rollout. That could end the game. Get the first, Caleb. What a play right there. Staying in bounds. What a play. Have them all going to the right side. I love that play, Ben Johnson. I love that play. Look at that, man. What a play. Way to be. There'll be 2 or 1.5 games back, the Cowboys, because of that tie. 9-3 for the Bears. Woof. Look at that. How did I not play Manungai? How did I not play Manungai? That's going to kill me. God, what am I doing? What am I doing? The Eagles. Like I said, I should have bet big on under Barkley yards because I said it to my friend. As long as the Eagles O line is hurt, He's not going to have an over an 80-yard rushing game. They need Lane Johnson. Monangai bouncing off people. Never gets tackled by the first guy. 2-minute warning. Third and 5. I guess they can still get the ball back. They're gonna run this. They're gonna run this. Oh my God! You can't have that. Oh, look at Caleb, man. He's feeling himself. That's a great win, and to add that on top of it, automatic first down. You just lost it. You just lost it for your team, pals. Yeah, both of them. Yep. Yeah, there you go, Caleb. Painted nails and all. Going the other way. Oh, I thought that was an automatic first. They're getting the ball back. They're getting the ball back, this Philadelphia team. Okay. Were they in field goal range right now? A field goal doesn't do anything? I mean, if you can kick it, do it. They're staying out there. They're staying out there to try to get this first down. I mean, that makes sense to me too. And I'm not doubting anything that Ben Johnson's doing at this point. Letting the clock go down, a little less than a minute left, or a little bit more than a minute left, I should say. 1:15 left in the game. They're up by 2. The Eagles were -7. The Eagles were -7. Fourth and 4. I mean, you trust your offense to get 4 yards to end the game. I like it. Do they have what it takes? Oh, he has them right there. Bad throw. All right. I mean, I don't think Philly's going to win this game, but there's a little bit of life. yeah. I mean, he packs a punch, this Manung guy. My lord. Could we get a scrappy, gross Goddard yards? Flag. Coming back. Coming back. First and 20. Let's get garbage Goddard. Garbage Goddard. Get him 35 yards on this play. Did he catch that? Man, he's having a great game. But every time he has a great game, I think they just feed him the ball just to say, hey, shut up. We give you the ball. But every time he has a great game, they play like shit. Nice grab. Really nice grab. Goddard. Over the middle. Give it to him. Yep. Get yards. Get yards. Push him forward. Can I get some yards from Goddard? Can we get some yards from Goddard? How much was that right there? That was close to 25. Come on. Give him some more. Give him some more. We could get some cheap ones. We could get some cheap ones. 2 for 27. No, wait, that's... Yeah, 2 for 27. No, there's 24 seconds left in this game. Is it still 2 for 27? Okay. Alright, just give him a cheap one. Get him 20 yards right here. Look him up the seam. He's not even out there. Why the fuck would you run that play? Do you just run you're just trying to get 3? Come on, get them cheap ones. You're not going to win this game. Just getting them into field goal range. I get the thought behind it. Nope. Can't even get that. Can't even get that. Eagles, see ya. I'm so pumped they lost. I'm mad that I even bet them. I even thought that they were going to be good in this game. It was the spread. The spread confused me because I thought it should have been a closer spread. And I thought because the spread was so big, it's got to be the Eagles. Great playing by the Bears. They played a hell of a game. They coached a hell of a game. Ben Johnson just keeping it on the ground, running the ball. That's all they needed. Game over. Bears win. Way to be. Way to be. All right. There was one. Oh, okay. If you are out there, if you're watching, this is the last horse race of the night. If you were out there, this is the last horse race of the night. This is the last horse race of the month. This is the last horse race of the month. So if you're out there and watching, you want to be a part of it, I'll give it a minute. I'm not sure if anyone's out there. I need at least 2 people. We can't just have one to end it. If we just have one, we're giving it to the person who's in the lead right now. We'll give it to 3. I've been streaming for 3 hours and 6 minutes. We'll give it to 3:07. And then we'll break down the game, the episode, what's to come, and just break down the month. Riley. Should we give it to Riley? I mean, that would be generous. You know what? How am I gonna say no to a horse race to end it? We'll give it another 30 secs. At 30 secs, woof, it's a lot. You're gonna be tired after all that, but let's give it another 30. See if anyone pops in. Otherwise, we might have to give Riley the win. This is gonna be worth 2. This is gonna be worth 2. So let's see it. Let's see it. If you take one, Riley takes all the others. Winner takes all. This is about giving. So we're giving away chances. We're giving away opportunities. I'm going to go with green for this one. Green. All right, here we go. We have hit the mark. We are going. Riley's in number 1. Every other one is, Evan's in number 1. Every other one's for Riley. And it's a 6. Riley would want it that way to start with the 6. And there's another 6. Riley would want it that way. Only Riley would. And there's another 6. That's 3 in a row for 6. I would love for 6 to get every single roll. Let's get another 6. It's a 2. That's still Riley. It's all Riley right now, and there's 4. It's all evens this one, as opposed to the odds last one, and there's 4 again. 4 and 6 out to a good start. It's off the table. That would have been 5. That still would have been Riley. And it's a 1. That's Evan. He's got a sign of life. I don't know why, but the 1 is really slidey. It's in a really slidey spot. That's 5 moving up. And there's 3. 3 moving up. All the horses out of the gates. Let's move. It's a 5. It's a 5. It's a relatively even race at the moment. It's a 3. I like where we're heading. Can we get a 2? I'd like to see a 2 right here. It's a 5. Okay, 6 and 5 tied for the lead. That's all Riley. Look at that formation. Got to appreciate that formation. The 2-2-2 formation. We have 6, 5, 4 tied for the lead. Let's get a 3. Let's get a 3. It's a 4. 4 going out there. 4. It's a 6. 4 and 6 tied for the lead. Either way, it's Riley. It's a 6 again. 6 is moving the right way. That's what Riley would want. There's 1. Ev, we still got a chance, man. We still got a chance. Don't give up. It's a 3. Look at 3 moving on. That's Riley still. No matter, there's 2. That's still Riley. I like the spread that's going on. There's another 2. There's another 2. 3 horses right tied for that. Oh, it bounced. I've never seen that. That was a first. It bounced off and back on, and that's a 6. That's going to play every day of the week. Oh, we almost had the same outcome. It was a 6, but it went off the board. It's a 5. 4 and 5 tied for second place. I like the formation. It's a 4 again. Was that 2 4s in a row, or was that 5 in the last one? I already forget. There's 1. We're not going to give up. We're not going to give up, young Evan. And there's a 6. 6 is really looking like it's going to win, and that's what Riley would want anyways. We lost focus. We're back. It's a 3. Okay, 3's not so bad, but that's also Riley. That's also Riley. There's a 5. And, yep, that's going to be Riley, too. Riley's all over the place. It's a 5 again. Look at that. 5. Moving on. Moving up. There we go. It's a 6. That's what Riley would have wanted. Riley ends the month of November, the month of Thanksgiving, with a win. Even though Riley's Canadian, even though the Canadian Thanksgiving is actually in October, we celebrate in the tea time parts around here. We celebrate Thanksgiving when the Americans do. Either way, this was Riley's month. He moves on. He moves up. He wins the monthly horse race giveaway. So Riley, if you are watching this, if you are seeing this, let me get back on. That concludes this month's monthly horse race giveaway. That concludes it, and our guy Riley wins it. I'm going to make the change right here. Riley, after what you did last month in your generosity, it's only right that you get reciprocated this month with some more generosity from another tea timer. And you get the win. So, Riley, you missed it, man. You gotta thank Evan right here, because he was being generous just like you were last month, and he was giving away wins. You made it just in time, my man. You made it just in time because you just won this month. Evan was giving away wins and he gave it to you. You won. You won, man. And you know what the prizes this month, what we're giving away, this is a $50 giveaway to a charity of your choosing. So Riley, as I wrap up this month, I'm gonna give a little conclusion to the month of November for Tea Time. I want you to tell me what charity we're giving away to. It's a charity of your choosing, buddy. Okay? You can think on it for a couple minutes, but I need it before the end of this stream because we're wiping away. We're not quite at the end of it, at the end of the month for Tea Time, but this is the last horse race of Tea Time. Look at this. It's all kumbaya in the chat for the tea timers. I love it. So that is the end of the month of November for the horse races. But we actually have 2 more tea times coming up this month. So let me tell you what we got going on this weekend. We got 2 more tea times. Tomorrow, we have a flag football tournament where I'll be live streaming the event. I'll be there, I'll be behind the camera, and I'll be projecting and doing the commentating for the games that I'm watching. They might even need me to play, which I'm available to do. Then on Sunday, we have our final Tea Time tailgate of November. Who's going to be the special guest? I have a feeling we're going to bring it back to the basics for this one, if you know what I mean. We got to give it up for Riley, BC Children's Hospital. What a guy. I'm writing that down, man. BC Children's Hospital. There's going to be a $50 donation in the name of Riley Frazier from Tea Time. BC Children's Hospital. What a guy that is. And that's some real wholesome stuff. I mean, it's the month of giving. It was Thanksgiving yesterday, and Evan gives the win to Riley, who then gives away to his charity of the choosing. It's a beautiful thing that's going on. We had the biggest event in Tea Time history this month as well, with our first ever live event at the Beer Hall in Medford, Massachusetts. The Great American Beer Hall, to be exact. That is another episode of Tea Time. I'm your host, Tony Murr, and I want to thank all the Tea Timers out there for being with me. We're going to be back tomorrow. We're going to be back Sunday, so don't miss me too much. Until then, aso.